Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Once again, my name is Ntlantla, where we discuss about the problems in the country. Every day, the problems that are happening in what you call this in South Africa. Yeah, before we start about discussing about the issues, I would like to say, guys, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, tell me in the comments, guys. I would love to read your comments, and yeah, tell me what do you think and what are the solutions for the country. And please, guys, kindly donate to my channel. Yeah. So I have this video that RobHersov, if you guys know RobHersov, he made a video, and the channel is called the the Unvanished Truth, where he talks about ANC's fake promises and lies and all sorts of things, you know. Because according to me, guys, it's not about this whole thing of a color, of a skin color. The fact that yeah, RobHersov is white and me I'm black, guys. This is about solutions for the country, for all of us. Because I remember when I made the video on the other on my other video, guys, and please watch my other videos that I have made if you guys get time to, yeah, maybe just watch the videos and you'll tell me what you think. Because but let me just play this clip of RobHersov. It's just that me, guys, I still record using my phone. If I had like proper equipment, I could be showing you. But guys, maybe let's just listen to what RobHersov says about ANC's fake promises and lies, and how corrupt ANC is up until today, guys.
And every year, somehow, we pretend to believe it, or at least some people do. 40% of the voters and going down. I've had enough. Enough with the speeches, enough with the lies, enough with watching this country, this beautiful country, be hijacked, looted, and mismanaged by an ANC so corrupt they could teach the mafia.
Because this whole thing, this whole thing of Sona, of Sona, Sona, whatever, the State of the Nation address. This whole thing, guys, was just a waste of time for the citizens of this country. Even I don't know, maybe this whole event, this whole event thing, and this whole State of the Nation address thing, this thing actually, guys, is just a waste. How many sonas did we actually have in the country? Because this sona thing is not the first sona, and it's not the end. even last year even last year in 2024, and 2024, that time it was elections, remember, we had this whole thing of sona fake promises, this whole thing, the fact that President Ramaphosa said he's gonna deal with corruption. how many years was President Ramaphosa being the president of the country saying same thing over and over again, and the fact that we're gonna deal with corruption? What about these people? Why are these cadres not behind bars? I don't know, maybe most of these people, they will be there in court trying to defend their names when it comes to this thing of corruption. Because even Thabo Mbeki was coming out there, the former president Thabo Mbeki, coming out there crying and saying that these people that joined in this gravy train of ANC, it's not like these people joined to to serve the people of this country. They joined there, guys, because this whole thing of corruption has been happening for the longest of time. State capture corruption. The fact that these people, they were exposed and shamed there in the Zondo Commission, but the same people, nothing is happening to those people, who are exposed. Guys, if you don't believe me, guys, if you guys you don't believe me, if you agree with me or disagree with me, guys, you can just watch. You can just watch. Even here on YouTube, you can just do your own research about this thing of corruption in this country, and why are the and what is the reason for this, for many things in this country to collapse up until today. Up until today, guys, many things have collapsed in the country, because of mismanagement, there, corruption, stealing, looting, doing all sorts of things, But you can look at the direction that the country has taken today and many things that are happening in South Africa. So what makes you think President Ramaphosa is dealing with corruption? Him himself, he has this whole thing of Palapan. What happened with this whole thing of Palapan? This whole issue of what you call this of Palapan, guys? Because since guys, these cases of these comrades, the ANC, they are still there, but nothing has been done. It's been done to them. Or it's the fact that, guys, up until today, we just have to accept the fact that, guys, that's how it is, and the country that we still live in today is not normal. That's why all of these things are not dealt with. All of these cases are not dealt with. All of this whole thing of cadre deployment thing in the country. But why even this year, like, guys, the years in this country, they keep going and going and going and going. People still complain about the same issues time over and over again, of what is happening in the country. These issues, people keep complaining with the guys. Look at the country, guys. Look at unemployment, guys. Like, guys, look at the poverty, guys. Like, guys, look at our our infrastructure, how bad it is. Look at many things, but at the end of the day, guys, nothing has been done about that, and we just have to maybe I don't know, maybe we can just accept, or I don't know what can we say with the fact that in this country there is no accountability for anything that these people have done to the country, Left, right, and center, guys, things have rotten to the core in the country. Everywhere you go, guys, you can see. It's not like maybe me, guys, I'm just talking about these things and the fact that maybe I don't have an evidence. But guys, these things, they're on social media every day, this whole thing, and there are a lot. These videos, they're on social media, there are a lot, guys. Just go to any social media platforms. You can go to YouTube, you can go to whatsoever and see, guys, all of these things. But most importantly, maybe when you research about many things, about this corrupt cases, or this comrades, guys, maybe just do a research about their corrupt activities and things that they've done to the country, these horrible things. This horrible thing, the what you call this, they've done to the country, You can see RobHersov himself. He's sick and tired of these comrades, guys, and many things that they've destroyed in the country. They've destroyed many things in this wealthy country, in this beautiful country. Like, guys, up until now, up until today in 2025, we still talk about the issues in the country, these issues that are happening time again and again. And these issues right now, up until today, guys, they are worse, like worse. And these issues, they don't want to be resolved anytime soon. They don't want to be solved anytime soon. This thing of maybe politics, because me, guys, I just discuss about these things, but at the end of the day, me, guys, I don't care about this politics of these people. I don't care about the politics of these comrades. Guys, you can even see there in parliament. Just watch these things there in parliament. You'll see, guys. You'll see. But at the end of the day, these things are not helping us. Instead of coming with solutions, solutions for the country, racial politics, identity politics, dividing people here in this country. Me, guys, it's not like maybe when, but at the end of the day, guys, I totally agree with RobHersov. It's not like maybe the fact that RobHersov is white. Yeah, RobHersov is me. RobHersov is white and me I'm black. Guys, it's not about that. You know, this is about solutions. About solutions. That's all.
About organized crime. I watched the Joel Pollak interview instead of Sona, so I watched Sona afterwards, knowing lies and promises. But let's have a quick talk about the shining example of state capture, the Bosasa scandal, a story that's so outrageous, even Hollywood would reject the story for being unrealistic. And this isn't just another case of corruption. It's an ANC Olympic gold medal of corruption. So let's break it down for those of you who might not be familiar with the details, perhaps because you were trying to make a living, an honest living, while this country was being robbed blind by the ANC. Bosasa was a facilities management company, which is a fancy way of saying they got paid billions to do things the government should have done itself, but was too lazy or, more likely, incompetent to handle. Bosasa specialized in running prisons, providing security services, and apparently bribing every government official in sight. How did they secure these lucrative government contracts? They just bought off the right people. Bribery, fraud, and kickbacks became the Bosasa business model. Sound like the ANC? Not surprised. Lavish security upgrades for politicians' homes, because nothing says public service like free electric fencing for your ANC mansion. Cash payments in brown envelopes. If it works for FIFA, why not for the South African government? And for years.
Because these things that these politicians enjoy up until today, these alternatives that these people enjoy, it's not like these people, they've worked hard to have these things. Corruption, to have this alternative, and this money comes from the taxpayers' money. But these people, they have alternatives every day. You can look at the mansions that they are living in. Just search, do a research about these people. You can see the lavish lifestyles that they enjoy. But the majority of people, the majority of the citizens in this country, people, black people, whether maybe colored people or whatsoever, guys, you can see how they are living. You know, you can see the poverty thing in the country that we still have up until today. You know, because, guys, if we had the right leaders, you know, and all of these people, guys, we wouldn't be complaining about these issues that are happening in the country every day. Complain about issues over and over and over again. You know, over and over again. We still complain about these issues that they don't want to go away. You know, they don't want to go away, guys, because you can see the country today, how messed up it is. You know,
Bosasa operated in plain sight under the Zuma and Ramaphosa governments, bribing its way into government contracts worth billions. Did anyone stop them? Of course not. In fact, some of our finest ANC officials were their biggest clients. State capture? No, my friends. This was state ownership. Ramaphosa, President of Action, all words. Let's talk about him. Our dear President Cyril, the man who promised us a new dawn, but ended up delivering load shedding 2.0,
yes,
30 to 40% unemployment,
2.0,
more commissions of inquiry than actual solutions. To be fair, he did inherit a complete mess.
Yeah, he's right. Load shedding too. Actually, many damages that are done by these people, guys. They are 2.0s. You can look at the cities, 2.0. Look at our roads, 2.0. All of these things, guys, they are 2.0s, you know. But it's the truth. You can go, like, maybe you can look at the whole country every day. Maybe people, like, guys, you can look at the whole country every day. The issues, the roads, what you call these, guys. 2.0. The list of these problems, 2.0. Drizzle. Like drizzle everywhere that these people have done to the country. Are you telling me all of these things, they're drizzle? They're drizzle.
From Jacob Zuma, where he was vice president. Well, what has Ramaphosa actually done to fix South Africa?
Obviously.
Cyril has held inquiries. He's given speeches. He's expressed deep concern.
He's a chairperson of what you call this thing. cadre deployment committee, what there. What is he? He has done nothing. Maybe, I don't know if, but he was the former, he was, I don't know, maybe that time Jacob Zuma was the president of the country and and President Ramaphosa was the deputy, but there's nothing that he has done. There's nothing that he has done with all of these issues. Clearly he was there watching all of these issues happen in the country, you know. But he didn't do anything about these things, this corruption, state capture, and whatsoever. You know, he has done nothing.
Concern, and he's promised to act. And then nothing. Nothing, Cyril. Bosasa donated 500,000 rand to his CR17 campaign, which of course was totally fine. Nothing to see here. Just democracy in action, right? Cyril claims he didn't know. He didn't know about the Bosasa corruption. Oh, yes. The man running a billion rand...
He's lying. He knew about this Bosasa corruption. And this Bosasa corruption, it was who this lady. The same lady that said, guys, we as ANC, we've never said in 30 years there will be good infrastructure. We've never said in 30 years. You see all of these things that people complain about. No, guess what? The Deputy Secretary General of ANC, she was the one saying, good, we as ANC, we've never said good in 30 years. Though all of these things that the citizens are crying about, we've never said good these things, there'll be, you know, we've never said there will be good healthcare system, there will be good quality of education, our roads, yeah, our roads will be proper, our cities also will be proper, beautiful, you know, maybe there will be investors coming into the country, all of these things in 30 years, you know. And this whole thing, guys, how true is that? Because, guys, it's just lies. Lies and lies and lies and lies, you know, in 30 years. But what about President Ramaphosa, about these promises that he has made to the citizens? But these promises, he has failed to deliver them, you know. He has failed. Imagine, or maybe 5 years, 6 years, or 7 years, the president of the country, President Ramaphosa, talking about this whole thing of NPA. Where is an evidence that shows good? These people of this NPA thing. This NPA thing still is dealing with these corrupt cadres, and these people, they are behind bars as we speak. Up until today, nothing has been done about these people. Nothing has been done, you know. Nothing.
Campaign for president had absolutely no idea where his money was coming from. That's totally believable. And so here we are, years later, still waiting for justice, still waiting for the prosecutions, still waiting for someone, anyone, to go to jail for state capture. But of course, in South Africa, accountability is just a word.
There's no accountability.
ANC politicians throw around when they need votes. And what about the Zondo Commission? Remember that?
There's no accountability for anything. There's no accountability.
That? Anything happened from that? And SONA itself is a scripted circus of lies. I can hear it now. We are committed to fighting corruption, which is now, Cyril, no one has been arrested. We will fix Eskom. Well, you know who has fixed Eskom? Mteto Nyati and Dan Marokane. But there's still a huge...
Those are lies. They'll fix Eskom how? They'll fix Eskom how? Because the damage is there in Eskom, in other state-owned entities. I'm telling you. There are a lot of damage. There are a lot of damages in these state-owned enterprises or state-owned entities. There are a lot of damages. Where is an evidence that shows good these people they are fixing Eskom when they are not even when they are not even engineers there at Eskom? There are no engineers there at Eskom. Eskom need qualified people, qualified engineers. That's when things will be run smoothly. We wouldn't be having this problem of electricity crisis and whatsoever, you know. This thing of tariffs that went up, electricity tariffs that went up, like, where maybe saying the fact that 300 days without load shedding, then load shedding came there, I don't know, 2 days ago. you know, and the fact that this thing, but the same ESCOM that did what? Destroyed people's lives through this thing of load shedding and many things. People's lives are destroyed because of this ESCOM thing, and the fact that the economy of this country up until today is not growing without how is the economy of this country going to grow without electricity? In other countries, for example, if you can look at if you can look maybe like China and other countries, guys, I'm telling you, in those countries, do they have this problem of electricity crisis, water crisis, and many things? If you guys don't believe me, you can just maybe search here on YouTube and watch. Like, search anything about China and how the economy of China is growing. Look at Singapore, guys. Maybe I can say look at America. Yeah, America at least. Look at America. Look at other countries, guys. Even these solutions when it comes to, especially China, when it comes to this thing of renewable energy. Just, guys, look at how these people are working hard each and every day when it comes to this thing of renewable energy. But if you can look here in South Africa, disaster on its own. That's why maybe this whole thing of ESCOM saying that people, they must register when it comes to this thing of solar. And there are these people who are using solar, at least they are using solar, guys. And the question was that, do these people own the sun or the grid? Because me, what I say, guys, ESCOM owns the grid, electricity grid. The electricity grid in this whole country, they own electricity grid. They don't own this solar thing, this solar what thing. Like, guys, after the damages that this load shedding has done to the country, these other years that we have passed on, this thing of load shedding and killing the businesses. Imagine 71 businesses had to close due to this thing of load shedding. 71% of the businesses. Imagine, guys, 71% of the businesses.
Debt problem there. Unemployment remains a challenge. Well, just like government incompetence. And you, the ANC, created the unemployment. We are attracting investment. Yeah, right. You're chasing investment away, especially people like Gwere with his moronic Mineral Right Act. And the ANC will say all the right things. They'll paint a vision of hope. They'll promise change. And then when the cameras are off and the journalists have left, they will go right back to business as usual.
They will be and they're laughing at the South Africans
and living off the taxpayer. What do we actually need to do to fix this country? Pretty.
These politicians, they're laughing at the citizens of this country every day. Maybe after these promises that Ramaphosa made, like, guys, for so many years, these people have been laughing at the citizens of this country. They have been laughing. They've been laughing.
Yeah, if it's ever going to happen. Real accountability. Prosecute corrupt politicians. All the ANC politicians. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now, read the Zondo Commission. No more commissions of inquiry. We've had enough of those to last a lifetime and they cost a fortune. We want less government and more business. Stop treating the private sector like the enemy. Entrepreneurs are the only reason we still have an economy. And cut the bureaucracy. We want less government, less laws. If it takes 18 months to build a business, to get a business license, but only 6 minutes to steal 500 million rand from a government contract, we know we've got a problem. And we need to protect our whistleblowers. The people exposing corruption are being assassinated, bullied, while the looters are getting promotions. Well done, ANC. And we've got to end the ANC's rule. To be honest, we're never going to progress until we kick the ANC completely.
Oh, obvious, they've been bullied, but Ramaphosa is talking about the fact that the president of the United States won't bully him. But these comrades, they're bullying these people who are trying to expose corruption. That is happening in this country, But someone talking about we won't be bullied by the president of the United States, like. This whole thing, guys, this whole thing is a joke. Joke.
Out of power. They've had 30 years to make South Africa a better place, and all they've done is break it. Cyril announces he tends to have GDP growth at 3%, which is a long shot from where we are now, around 1%. And I think it's unattainable under the current policies. What we really need is 5 to 6% to get everyone out of unemployment. And I can do that in 12 months. Under Mbeki, we had 5% growth because investors believed in South Africa, trusted that ANC. But the Zuma and Ramaphosa ANC has broken that trust with the world and scared investors away, and are doing so by spending loans from the IMF and the World Bank. Wake up, Cyril. Wake up, South Africa, and smell the roses. The only way you can grow an economy is by improving investor confidence in South Africa, for businesses and consumers alike. Every time you mention taking people's land, farms, and possessions away, you chase other investors away. Every time you rattle on about NHI, which is unaffordable, Aaron Moron Motsoaledi, it turns...
Yeah, when it comes to this thing of farmers, because if it happens, guys, the country is in a lot of trouble, and the country might end up like the Zimbabwe 2.0. The same Zimbabwe 2.0, they chased out white people from their own country, and these white people, they came here in South Africa. Let's not make that mistake, guys, of chasing the farmers, our farmers here in the country. Let's not chase these people, guys, because otherwise we are in a
companies and investment away. And every time you ANC people cozy up to China, Russia, and the monstrous Iran, we turn the world and its capital away. You'll never get to 3% or anywhere near it, and you'll never improve the lives of ordinary South Africans, because you, the ANC, just don't care. You do not care about South Africa. So, ladies and gentlemen and patriots, again, South Africa's at a crossroads. We can either continue on this path where corruption, incompetence, and economic collapse becomes the norm under ANC mismanagement, or we can stand up and demand change. No more excuses, no more waiting. The future of country is in our hands and should not be in the hands of politicians like the evil ANC. We need to put South Africa first for once. South Africa first.
Yeah, but guys, really, you see, he's telling the truth, obviously, guys. We need the future of this country is in our hands, obviously. You know, we need to take charge of this country, guys. We as the citizens, we must take charge. Let's fight for this country, guys. Let's fight for our country to come back to us as citizens. You know, this is our country. At the end of the day, whether we like it or not, guys, this is our country. We need to do something. You know, we need to fight, you know, for this country to come back to, you know, yeah. You'll tell me, guys, what you think in the comments. Please donate to my channel, subscribe, tell me in your comments, and the solutions for the country, yeah, actually for our country, but for our country to move forward, yeah. And I will see you, I don't know, I think maybe I'll make maybe like, what you call this, the next video. Yeah, I'll see. Yeah.